Just a quick look before I take this apart and fix it. This is a brake servo pump on a T4 Volkswagen diesel. It's leaking. I recently cleaned it off for the customer and told him to bring it back in a few days, and he did so, and we can see there that it's still leaking. So that's definitely the cause of this chronic oil leak, which is all over my drive as well now. I've just fitted a new alternator, which is part of the job, and after that I've got to do steering gaiters, but this video is about that. Right, I've decided to just strip it apart without putting it on the video. I'm sure if you're attempting this job, then you can probably manage to take three 10mm bolts out of this top piece here and get the top off. And what's inside is a vane system similar to an air gun, and I just wanted to see. I haven't actually done one of these before. Now, it seems pretty obvious to me. You've got 3 seals in this kit. You've got this one that goes there. You've got this one that stops the oil leaking between out of the sump and block into there, and then you've got another one inside here, which is this one. Now, I'm not sure which way this goes up. It looks like it goes that way to me to prevent oil returning back, but I'm not sure about that one. So I'm going to be very careful in taking note of which way up this one is. I mean, that's always good practice anyway, but in this case it's particularly poignant. Maybe poignant's not the right word. There you go. So the bit there, that bit goes downwards. So that bit fits in there. Now, if I hadn't run out of brake cleaner, then I would give that a little squirt in there, just to get rid of any grime. Oh, and remember, when tipping it upside down, the veins are very likely to come out, which is a bit of a shame, because you want to know which side's which really, because they're probably worn into one position. So obviously the rounded side goes outwards, and I can see on the marks that I believe it goes that way up. See from the witness marks where it was that it goes that way up. So remember, don't do what I just done, turn it upside down and everything falls apart. So oh, that is manky. Now, what happened with this vehicle, the vacuum pump was working absolutely fine, there wasn't any problem with that, but what it was when I changed the alternator a few days ago, I noticed that there was a very drastic oil leak. In fact, during the course of being on my driveway for a couple of hours changing the alternator, it leaked quite a lot of oil. So just cleaning that out. Now, sometimes these seals, they don't stay where you want them to stay, and you have to put a bit of grease or something in. Sometimes when that's the case, I put a little bit of sealer on there. Often these pattern parts are not as large as the original, and you wonder whether they're going to seal, or whether I should just put a little bit of sealer in there. Now, I've got this stuff here, which is, I believe, is the blue one. Yeah, and I think that's what I'm going to do, just to be on the safe side. this is I know this is a sealer that I use on engine parts and manifolds, and it is designed for heat and oil resistance and all the rest of it. So I'm not going mad, not sploshing it, just putting a bit round it, just give it an extra little bit of pep. There you go. I don't want it all over the place because I don't want it blocking any oilways or going around everywhere. Now, a simple case of putting this thing on. Remember to get the orientation right. I believe it could be put on anyway. Yes, it could. So I'm just going to have to look back at my picture to make sure I get that the right way. And then I will start again and change the bottom one. Yeah, so for reference, that seal with the open side goes downwards. It's a bit fiddly to get in, but as long as you don't bow to the temptation of using something sharp, because you don't need it. It's better to fiddle around for a little bit longer and get it in without using a sharp thing, because it's very easy to damage these things. This one is just that, and that one goes on there. I've already showed you the top bit goes on there. So I'm just going to clean that out now. Give it a little blow off with the airline, make sure everything's clean and no grit anywhere, and then I'll go and refit it, and then we'll try it and see what happens. One other point for anyone attempting this job, and if anyone does what I do, and that's take it off and then forget which orientation the top goes on, it goes on like that with a bulge on this side and the JFE Germany VW and the Audi sign there, that's where the outlet goes. Okay. Something else worth bearing in mind, these kits, you can get a seal kit with just the seals in, or you can get this kit which has got the seals in and it's got a new top bit. Now the reason to get a new top bit, I think it's better to do that, is because you get wear where the vanes spin round. This bit wears. Now this vehicle's 23 years old, T4 2001, so you're going to get wear on this. It is a hardened steel and it's a good bit of metal, but also this was rotten and broke off, so all that is a good reason to get a slightly more expensive kit with the top part on it as well. This one was about £31 and I think that was delivered. So that's that. So it's all back in now. If it doesn't go down straight away first time, it goes in most of the way but not fully, then pull it out slightly, turn the cog because it's a spiral gear, and push it back in again, give it a little rattle, twist it slightly and put it in. If the teeth are not in line, it won't go down fully, so don't be tempted to bang it down or to clamp it up with a clamp, because that's going to damage something. Okay, all back in. A lot of the oil's been cleared off, but there's still some to go, so I'm going to do that now. Then I'm going to put the tray back on and have a look, see if there's anything else we need to do on this one. Cheers, bye for now.